This is one bad mother. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. And today I have another beer from Epic Brewing Company out of Salt Lake City, and it's another Big Bad Baptist variant. So if you watch my channel, you'll know that I've reviewed two variants of Big Bad Baptist so far, although I've never reviewed Big Bad Baptist. I need to go find the original version and review it. That might be an idea sometime. So I've reviewed in the last year the chocolate caramel sea salt Big Bad Baptist and did not like it. Go check that video out. I also reviewed the blueberry pie Big Bad Baptist and liked that beer. I'll link both of those videos down below in the description so you can go check those out to see what I thought about them and why I didn't like the chocolate caramel sea salt. But this here, I believe, is a new variant. At least it's new to me because I just found it the other day and I happened to see another fellow brew tuber, Rod J. He had picked up some new Big Bad Baptists. I mentioned that I'd picked up this one, and he hadn't seen it yet, but had seen a couple other people pick it up. So this is the Big Bad Baptist Cherry Bliss. And that right there is exactly why I picked it up, Cherry Bliss. I mean, don't mind the price tag, but that's a picture of the can right there. And I'm a sucker for cherry beers, just like I'm a sucker for cats and nostalgic can art and music can art. Definitely a sucker for beers with cherry in them. So this is chocolate whiskey barrel aged cherry stout, imperial stout aged in whiskey barrels with cacao, cherry flavor, and other natural flavors added. Cherry flavor. I hope it's real cherry and not some bullshit artificial nonsense. Let us offer you something rich, something sweet, from deep within our hearts. Each soft and succulent sip will entice you to come back for more. Savor this voluptuous brew with someone who is more than a friend. Well, I don't have any friends, so I'm going to drink it by myself. I picked this up at Simone's, I believe. I think I picked this up at Simone's over on the west side of Lakewood, Ohio, for $13.19. And all these Big Bad Baptist beers are always expensive. But I'm going to take another go at it because the chocolate caramel sea salt was terrible. Blueberry pie I enjoyed. Cherry, hopefully they do a good job on this. On the bottom here, it has some sort of date code that I don't understand. I'm looking at it backwards. Nope, lot number. It's a lot number, but not a date code. I'm sure if you contacted the brewery and ask them about the lot number to tell you when it was brewed. But again, it's a stout. So stouts age pretty well. This could be a couple years out of date, or it could be brand new and fresh. Something that's weird on this can, and I don't understand why. The can has a barcode, but then there's a barcode sticker over it. So I wonder if they barcoded it wrong, and then they put a different barcode on it, or what the deal is. Because I've bought beers from Simone's before, and they don't normally have a sticker barcode on them. So that's kind of strange. So, I don't know, not much else to do but crack her open. On Untapped, this gets a 3.88, and I'm totally shocked there's only 59 check-ins. So I'm guessing this must be brand new. Beer Advocate, obviously an NA. I'm sure that'll change soon. Unless this is some super, super rare variant that I'm extremely lucky to find, I would think there'd be more check-ins on both of those. Get a nose on her. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, I can't believe how much that smells like cherry. That's maraschino cherry. You ever open up a jar of nicer, more expensive maraschino cherries, not like cheap generic, get it, the dollar store maraschino cherries, if they even sell them there, but like a higher end maraschino cherry. That's exactly what that smells like. Wow, I could sit here and sniff this all day. That is such an inviting, delicious smell. Maraschino cherry, I'm a sucker for maraschino cherries. If I had no self-control, I could sit there and eat a jar of maraschino cherries, and this is what that smells like. Wow. That beer, the color, that's dark. I mean, pitch black. However, there's the slightest reddish hue to it. I don't know if you could see it on camera when I was pouring it. There was some like reddish tinges to the beer as I was pouring it. But in the glass, it's a 40 plus. I mean, that's just super, super dark. Man, if this tastes anything like that smells, this will by far be one of the best beers I've had. Let's find out. Please taste like it smells. Should have mentioned this is 11.8% alcohol. Get a little tiny hint of booziness. You get some dark, bitter chocolate. And that maraschino cherry flavor. It's not as good as it smells. And that's not a detractor at all. A little disappointing for me personally, but it's not a detractor at all. This is what did this can say? Savor this voluptuous brew with someone who is more than a friend? Hell no. This is a savor this by yourself, don't share with anybody beer. This is, if you ever had chocolate covered cherries, the cherry cordial kind of chocolate covered cherries, but you've had the boozy ones, because you know you can get those boozy cordial chocolates. If you've ever had one of those kind of boozy chocolate covered cherries, that's what this tastes like. This is phenomenal. This is like taking one of the best whiskey barrel aged stouts you've had, but one that's not like hardcore whiskey forward, but has just some of that nice whiskey, bourbon, vanilla, whiskey flavor to it, and mixing it with the juice from a jar of maraschino cherries. This $13.19 a can. I might go back and buy the rest of them. This is so good. This is just, yeah, that's like, if you're a mixed drink liquor drinker and watching my video for some reason, get a nice bourbon that's got a lot of nice vanilla taste to it. Pour in some Di Serono and just add a drop or two of Hershey's syrup. I mean, this is, or some sort of chocolate, not Hershey's. Hershey's is generic crap. Some high-end, like chocolate flavoring, some sort of chocolate syrup. I mean, this is amazing. That smell, maraschino cherry. I mean, that's just, this would be the perfect dessert beer after a nice meal. And when I say nice meal, I'm talking like shirt and tie kind of restaurant meal. This, now I've drank some of it. I don't know, you probably can't see that, but that's, I'm awestruck at how much this beer tastes like vanilla bourbon, nice semi-sweet chocolate, and maraschino cherries. This is definitely, at this point, it's December. This might be one of my top 5 beers of the year. This is well worth the $13. I'm just going to keep going on and on about how good this is. Again, Big Bad Baptist Cherry Bliss, Epic Brewing. 2 gigantic horns up. Amazing. I mean, this is phenomenal. Your chocolate caramel sea salt? No. Blueberry pie was decent. This is a grand slam. This is everything a cherry beer should be. A cherry stout, this is what it should be. I'm glad I have this by myself so I can enjoy the entire can. But I do wish I could share it with some friends so they could see how good this is. This is such an amazing beer. If I were to give it ratings, Untapped, I'm probably looking at 4.8, 4.9, maybe even a 5. This is just, go buy it. $13.19, go buy it. If you like cherries, you like bourbon, go buy it. I don't know what else to say. Embrace the adventure.